Over in numbers 14 and 18 Chesterfield Drive, we wanted to establish if the villa had an eastern wing. But the trenches we put in this morning, targeted on crisp geophys results, have been disappointing to say the least.
Phil, to my untutored eye, this looks like another trench with nothing in it.
That's because you're looking at another trench with nothing in it.
I'm learning anyway. Why? There was fantastic geophys.
The geophysics were quite clear. There was this big linear anomaly running down the length of the trench. And I mean, this was always going to be a crucial trench because it was going to tell us whether or not the main wing that runs east-west actually was going to turn round and come straight down here. Clearly it doesn't.
So he's going to tell me that this trench is a great success.
It is.
It tells us that the Roman villa isn't here.
It is a great success in the fact that it tells you that the Roman villa is not there. In other words, it answers the question of whether or not the Roman villa comes down here.
We can now confidently say that these empty trenches mean there's no eastern wing of the villa. These are separate, self-contained buildings. It looks like the villa isn't as big as we thought it was, nor its owners quite as rich.
I thought this was going to be an easy time team. We knew there was a villa here. We've got drawings to show where it was.
Well, we can be a bit positive about this. We do know that the Romans were here because look what came out on the spore tip from the metal detector.
All right, Mastermind, tell us what this is.
Interesting lady. That's Faustina Junior, who's the wife of the Emperor Marcus Aurelius, who reigned from 161 to 180. If you remember the nice old gentleman at the beginning of the film Gladiator?
Richard Harris.
That's the man. Now, this is the mother of Commodus, that thoroughly unpleasant emperor who features throughout the film. But the coin is very worn. It could have been lost any time up to the middle of the 3rd century AD easily.
Look, she's got a little grin on her face. She's laughing at us. Bunch of incompetents we are.
Let's go and wreck another garden.
Well, Phil's wish has come true, and he's now in charge of the latest Basil Brown trench in number 13 Tranmere Grove.
Oh, this is a bit better.
But we haven't given up on the west of the site. All these gardens still need geophysics, and there's a chance that the villa may have a western wing. So Guy and John have set about tracking down the last few neighbours who still haven't agreed to have their gardens surveyed and, if necessary, dug up by a mini-digger.
Hubby said no.
Oh, right, OK. Well, thank you very much indeed anyway.
Okay.
Sorry to disturb you.
That's
Cheers,
okay,
thanks.
Oh, what's that? Is that the same stuff? A bit more different, doesn't it?
Back in number 13, Phil may have discovered some vital locating evidence. Or at least evidence of something that used to be here.
Could this be Basil's excavations as well? Could he have had this lot out?
See if it lines up with any of the...
Getting to be a bit of a pain, isn't he?
This robbed-out wall is virtually identical to the one found yesterday.
Yeah, I mean,
it shows the same evidence of the stones being removed, so that archaeologists could see what's underneath. This is an occupational hazard of digging on a site that's already been investigated. Although the old adage, all archaeology is destruction, seems to be particularly appropriate on Castle Hill. But it hasn't stopped our team inventing a new expression for it.
It looks like it's been basiled in the sense it's already been dug out.
So this bit here is on a plan and this bit's not.
Basil's had his wicked way with that.
If it is here, it hasn't been basiled.
For our team, a trench that's been basiled means it's been left so thoroughly excavated by Brown that there's nothing left to see. But at last Phil has made a breakthrough. In number 13 Tranmere Grove, he's found our first bit of proper unbasiled archaeology.
Phil, for 1.5 days, you've been surrounded by nothing but fresh earth. Is that real archaeology?
That is some of the most spectacular archaeology you will see for some time, I assure you.
What is it?
It's a Roman hypercore system, the underfloor central heating system. Look, there's the actual floor surface, and then below that you've got this stack of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pili, big slab tiles that are in a stack, and the central heating revolves around him.
And what's that brown clay behind you?
Well, that I think is the natural bedrock. You see, the point is that what I'm standing in is a trench that Basil Brown dug in the 50s. And
is this a trench that he dug because there was a wall here already?
Well, I think what happened was that he probably started his excavations over there and got into the line of a robbed out wall that was filled up with demolition rubble, and he literally burrowed his way along through here, following the demolition rubble, and he literally must have gone through here.
So at last we've got something tangible.
Definitely, yes. I mean, we dug this trench to find a bit of Basil's excavations, to find something recognisable that he found, so we could actually lock down his plan and make sense of it. And as Phil said, we got part of the wall and we got the hypercaust.
Well, this is obviously a great step forward in British archaeology, but actually all we've discovered is something that archaeologists discovered first 50 years ago, isn't it?
Well, technically yes, but it gives us a chance to better fix his plan, and also it gives us a chance, we've got undisturbed Roman archaeology heading out into the room.
So if that's new, does that mean that everything under here would be new as well?
Absolutely brand spanking new archaeology, Tony.
Result!
These little stacks of tiles or pilli would have supported an ornate floor and are a clear indication that we found a hypercaust, the sophisticated underground heating system that rich Romans reserved for their best rooms. After all this frustration, we've finally got a trench that not only has some fantastic new archaeology, but also provides us with our best locating evidence for Basil's excavations so far.